Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 28 of This Homespun Life. My name is Lorianne and you're joining me from super sunny South Florida. It is Monday, January 19th, 2015. Monday, January 19th, 2015. I haven't gotten into the habit of saying 2015 yet, so I'm a little bit off. I'm sorry. But it is Martin Luther King Day here in the US. So a lot of people have the day off. So that's why I'm recording today instead of Sunday. This is going to be a quickie because I have a number of things to do today. So I just wanted to drop in and give you a quick update on what I'm working on. No finished objects again this week. I'm sorry. I tried really hard to finish a couple of things, but ran out of time. We'll talk a little bit about some knitting, some weaving. Again, finally, our craft along that's going on, and a quick review of a couple of things I did in 2014. So let's jump right into it, shall we? So let's start with the weaving. You remember my harp, Kromsky harp loom. I haven't been working on it for a little while because I've been having issues with the heddle staying in the upright position when I need it to. So I got a little stir crazy yesterday and I decided to tie on a couple of heddles. Don't mind the mess that you may see under here, but I didn't have time to clean that all up. So these are the heddles that I tied on. I have 4 on here. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, and 4, or should I say heddle bars, with the strings being the heddles. These are the same bars that I used on the upright, the frame loom that I created. So I figured I'd try it on this one to see if I could get the same results. So basically these are dowels that I got from Michael's. They are, I want to say, about 36 inches. And then I just used cotton crochet thread to make string heddles. And this was already warped for the previous shawl that I made. It's the same warp. All I'm doing is trying out a twill pattern with the heddles. So the heddles are behind the heddle slash beater that is that came with the loom. And so instead of putting the warp threads through a slot and a hole, I put both threads through the slot so that I can manipulate it and not have to worry about lifting the bar. I can just use the ones that are back here. So I've been working on this twill pattern. It's coming out okay, I think. My first time playing with this. It looks pretty good, but what I realized is that I strung up the heddles in the reverse, so that this is actually the back of the work. I can't give you a picture of back. I'm sorry, we got cut off there for a minute. So where was I? I don't remember. I'm working on this twill pattern. Yes, this is the back of the work because I strung up the heddles in the reverse. So this is actually the back. But it's still a pretty pattern, even from the back. When it's gone up a little bit more, I'll try and get a picture of the front to see what it looks like. I'm alternating colors. I have 2 stick shuttles that came with the loom. So this one has the tonal blue yarn, and this has the orange. So I'm doing, I think, 4 repeats of each weft. So that's giving it the pattern. It's coming along well. I just started it yesterday. I'm happy to be back working on it. And let's see how this goes. I'd love to really make something. I have the other shawl, not shawl, the other scarf still on here. It's wrapped on here, so you're not going to be able to see it. But I have maybe about 2 more yards of warp left. And then this will be done, and I can cut both off, wash them, and have them ready to show you. So let's go on to the knitting. So since the loom is on the table, I can't really move it and then switch angles and show you my works like I normally do, so I'm gonna have to just hold them up like everyone else does. So bear with me. I'm still working on the Zombie Vixen socks, as it were. Here's a photo of the mitts, if you remember that. And it's the Zombie Vixen pattern by Suzanne Claudino. Remember, I made the mitts last year. So, haven't done much work on this one. As I had shown you, I did the foot, not the foot, I did the leg, turned the Fish Lips Kiss heel, and I have done a couple more rows since then. This has not gotten a whole lot of love in the past couple of weeks, but I'll get it done. This is on size 000s, I believe, circulars, and this is the Loops and Threads Wool-like in the Sage colorway. Working up great. It's really soft. I'm happy with the fabric that I'm getting, and the pattern is really showing up well. So I'm happy with that. And I'll get back to working on this once I get a couple things off the needles. Oh my gracious. Why do I have so many things going? The next is my second pair of socks. Crinkle, crinkle. These have gotten a little bit more, but these are actually like the ones I keep in the car. So I really work on them when I'm in traffic or whatever. So vanilla socks, really simple. I'm doing 2 at a time. I don't think they're at the same level. Well, yeah, pretty much at the same distance. But as you can see, one has more blue in it than the other. I didn't realize that when I bought the yarn, but it just kind of worked out that way. But it's fine. It's, you know, it's whatever. So these are being done on the US 1 circular needles from Chaogu, red lace. I want to say it's the 20-inch cable, which is really hard to do magic loop on. I had meant to go back to Tuesday morning to see if I could get a couple of longer needles, and I never got a chance to do that. It's been kind of busy the past couple of weeks, so I did not have a chance to go back and do that. I'm trying to find the this is the tag for the yarn. It's Aslan Trends. I think the colorway is Santa Fe. I'm not sure, but it is 85% merino, 15% polyamide, which is a kind of nylon. Surprisingly, it doesn't say superwash merino. But they suggested using a US 3 or 3.25mm needles, and I now know why. This yarn has a really, really high twist to it. You may not, yeah, you can. It's a very high twist. It feels very compact, and I can see why you could use up to a size 3 on it. This fabric feels almost bulletproof, and I'm working on US 1s. So keep that in mind if you're going to buy this yarn. I would not necessarily go lower than a US 1. because that's going to be very painful for you knitting on it. So just keep that in mind. Whoops. And like I said, those are kind of kept in the car. I work on them when I work on them. The third project I'm working on is the also popular Bailey's Irish Cream cardigan by Thea Coleman. And I've made progress on this. I'm working on it. So this is what's going on. If I can show you the whole thing, that's gonna be crazy. But I posted on Instagram, I don't remember, sometime last week, that I finally achieved sleeve attachment. Oh my gracious. Whew, I was nervous there for a minute, but I finally was able to attach the sleeves. I haven't grafted the underarms yet, but let's see if I can show you. So I finally attached the sleeves. Here's one here. Here's the other here. I'm now doing the raglan decreases to head up to the neck. So this is the front. Oh, work with me, please. So this is the front, the sleeves going up, working up the front. There we go. And I'm about halfway through the decreases. Once I've gone up to, well, I can't tell you the number, can I? But yeah, once I've gotten to the point, then I'll start shaping for the neck. And I'll be done with that part. Then I can do the button band and be done. So you can see the raglan shaping better on the back. I took a chance and tried it on yesterday, I think. And that was a risk because it's still tight. It's still, I don't have the longest set of needles here. Everything's bunched up on it. But I did take a chance and tried it on. It fits, but it was like to about here. So I have, you know, a little bit left to do, and then I can start doing this neck area. So yeah, I'm excited. I want it done. I've been working on this for a little while, so I really do want it done. But it's a beautiful pattern, beautiful lace work on the front. It's gonna be gorgeous when it's done. I have not picked out buttons yet. I don't know what style of buttons I want to do for this, if I do buttons. With a color like this, which is a very clear jade, I don't know what color buttons to do. Should I do like a wood patterning? Should I do like gold to play with the yellow undertone of this green? I don't know. Should I do like a pearl looking button? I don't know. I haven't put my brain to that part yet, but I have to start thinking about that soon. I need to get this done by the end of January. Like seriously. January. Okay. So that again, Bailey's Irish Cream by Thea Coleman, or you can search for Baby Cocktails. It is a paid for pattern. So, you know, go ahead and check it out. A lot of people have done it. So, oh, this yarn, sorry, Barocco Folio in, doesn't have a colorway name. I've just been calling it Jade. It is 65% alpaca, 35% rayon. Beautiful shine to it, and very soft. I will say it is splitty. I have been splitting this yarn a lot, so be careful with it. And I'm working on a US 5 needle, circular needle. So that's that. I didn't give any love to the Hitofude this week. Too many things. But I did have time to cast something else on, because I'm crazy. So I told you all last week I was excited for the start of our very first craft along. So you can knit, weave, crochet, quilt, whatever it is that draws your fancy. And it started on January 15th and it'll run till March 15th. And I decided to work on the Soleil shawl. It was brought out by Knit Picks. I've made this shawl, which is really a huge wrap. It's basically the size of a blanket. This is a better shot of it. It's basically a blanket. When I was blocking it the first time, it really did fill up my entire bed. But I decided to work on this and make a version of it for me. I made one for my mom a couple of years ago, and I wanted one for myself. So I've started on the very bottom portion of it using Knit Picks palette, almost a palette PC, Knit Picks palette yarn in the, Bittersweet Heather colorway. And as you can imagine, it's a gorgeous chocolate brown heathered yarn, fingering weight, gorgeous bits of gold and bronzy and deep chocolate colors. I've just started, so there's not much to see. It's just a bunch of garter stitch right now. Can't really tell. But it's this portion of it. See that intermediary? There's a medium color, a dark color, and then a light color. I'm working on the dark color. I have to do that strip of lace work. Then I'll start on this intermediate color. So like I said, I just started on the 15th. I've been working really hard on getting the cardigan done. So I haven't put a lot of effort into this yet. So I've only done a couple of rows of garter stitch, not much to see. Working on a US 5, which is a 3.75 millimeter, if anyone's wondering. And so that's it. I'm super excited about it. I hope you guys will join me. I've set up a couple of hashtags for it. So if you're following me on Instagram or Twitter or wherever else you guys do hashtags, you can follow it there. I put Homespun Life Cal, C-A-L, Homespun Life C-A-L, and there's Let's Get Cozy, C-A-L, and Cozy, C-A-L. So I'll spell those out under the bottom here so you can follow me, and we can take part in it together. So I can't wait to see what you guys are going to be working on. Remember, this is for you, something that's warm and cozy and makes you feel good when you use it. So you can do a sweater, cardigan, quilt, wrap, a really nice shawl, whatever it is that gives you that warm fuzzy feeling. So that's why I'm making this shawl. So that's it for works in progress. Like I said, no finished objects. I talked about the cal. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things that I worked on in 2014. So hang on. So I was listening to A Playful Day, which is an audio podcast on iTunes. And during the holiday season, she had, I don't remember her name, but you know, A Playful Day. Yeah. The hostess had on different people within the fiber community come on and do guest spots during the holiday season. And she had on the Geeky Girls, who have the Geeky Girls Knit podcast. And one of the things they talked about was doing a review of all the items that you worked on in 2014, kind of doing an audit of what you did. So I thought about that. I was like, you know what? I never really checked Ravelry to see what I did. I do have a bad habit of not inputting all my information on Ravelry. Part of it is I tend to just start projects, and once it's done, and I let it go and start something else. Another part of it is just laziness. I can't be bothered to go put in the particulars in Ravelry, which is not good. It doesn't help you keep track of what's going on. So I need to work on that some more in this year. seriously. So I did go through the few projects I have on there. One of the things I did once I started putting projects on Ravelry, which was 2012, I believe, I always put the year. You can put tags on your projects. I always put the year and then the kind of thing it is. So accessory or hat or gift or cardigan or something like that. So it was easy for me to find all the things that I had tagged 2014. So according to Ravelry, I did 2.5 hats. I did the hurricane hat, I did the sock head hat, and I was working on a hat of my own design, the Cables of Love. And I never actually completed that one, and I feel really guilty about that. I'm going to have to do something about that. So I did 2.5 hats. I think I did 3 shawls, 3 cardigans. Completed my first cardigan. I started it in 2013, but I completed it in 2014, which was the pomme de pin. Then I also did the Rocky Coast, and I did the trail jacket. So yay, cardigans. Did 4 pairs of socks, which was like, really, that's all I did? And I have the goal of doing 12 pairs of socks this year. 1 pair of mitts, fingerless mitts. And that was it. I mean, that's really bad. For an entire year, that's really bad. So I also did spinning. I spun 2 bats, and that was for Tour de Fleece. I did 1 bullseye bump from loop, and I did 1 braid of fiber. I feel like I did more than that, but that's all I have in there. I started the second braid, the merino tencel, but I haven't completed it yet. So I put my projects in based on when they're completed. So even though I've started all of this stuff in 2014, it won't register, or I won't track it until 2015 when it's done. So yeah, that's it. That's all I did in 2014. So I have to really step up my game this year. I want to do more, so that's good. I didn't even put in the scarf that I wove because it's still on the loom. I didn't cut it off yet. So I'll have 2 woven projects at least this year. So let's see how that goes. About the cozy craft along that we're doing, I haven't bought any prizes yet. I'm looking around. Hopefully this weekend, or at least at the end of the month, I can start accumulating some things. So we will have prizes. Fear not. But if you're a vendor, or if you're someone who has items in your stash that you'd like to donate for gifts, let me know. Drop me a line on Ravelry or send me an email, lori-ann@thishomespunlife.com. Send me a message on Instagram, wherever you want to do it. That'll be fine. But it is not necessarily I'm going to be buying things to give away. So, and it also depends on how many people want to take part in the craft along. So, that will determine how many gifts we have. So keep that in mind. I think that's it. Told you it's going to be a short one. Am I working on anything else? No more acquisitions since the last episode. Yeah, I just have too many projects going at the same time. So anyway, that's it for now. Have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great 2 weeks. Take care. Have fun with your crafting. Follow me on Instagram, Homespun Life. Follow me on Twitter, This Homespun Life without the I. So it's THS, Homespun Life. I'm on Ravelry as home-spun. Join the group. We had a couple more people join the group this week. So thank you so much. And yeah, just keep in touch. Keep in touch. Alrighty, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.